Brent Thill joins us now. Brent, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
So we talked about this last week in terms of this whole notion that AI is threatening the software space. And you're seeing names. We mentioned a few of the losers today, but Atlassian, CRM, I mean, these are stocks that are down more than 20% year to date. What is going on here?
Investors are fearing that AI is going to eat software and the multiples are going to fall apart. And I think the fear is overblown. But nevertheless, we're living through a period right now where investors just really don't care about our group. They care about one area in tech, and that's infrastructure for AI. You look at NVIDIA, Oracle, Microsoft, many of the big platforms that provide infrastructure for anything AI are doing well, and then there's nothing left. Everything else has been wrecked. It has been a winner of only a few, and there's a laundry list of many losers year to date in many of these stocks. And it's really just rides around the simple fact that investors think that all categories of AI, whether it's apps, infrastructure, security, vertical apps, they're all going to get AI'd, and there's going to be a simple prompt bar. We're going to say create a custom coding app for my car business or whatever you want to build. And I think that's just simply wrong, and it's a misunderstanding of how software is built and maintained. So right now, it's the fear that you can't effectively put out. You can't chase this fear because it's still out a year to 2 years. And we've been seeing this in the multiple bleed in Adobe for the last year and a half. We've seen it in Salesforce's multiple downdraft. You're seeing it across the board. And then we've had okay numbers. We haven't had amazing numbers in some of these companies. So Monday.com, for example, not a great outlook. They had some changes in their SMB go-to-market business with the Google relationship, and that you saw a great company fall almost 30% today, and I think that's overdone. So we think that's a buying opportunity.
Hey, Brent, going back a couple years, mid-2023, I mean, companies like Salesforce and ServiceNow, Workday, and Adobe, they were telling a story about how they were going to use generative AI, and it was just going to be, it was going to be something that helped transform their business. Not too different than we've heard from a lot of other companies that the stock market is at least rewarding right now. Do you think there are some unusual values in the space that are just not being appreciated, what their opportunity set might be using this technology?
Yeah, I think the application software sector has been crushed. I mean, you look at Salesforce, you look at anything in applications, it's all down, Monday included today. So I think that category is the category that's been hit the hardest. And AI is having the least impact today in that category, because remember, all the cloud infrastructure companies are getting money from the application companies to build this infrastructure. The application companies aren't monetizing it yet. And so Oracle's backlog's going up 100% year to date. And Salesforce is growing, 7, 8, 9%. It's not super exciting, but that's going to come to them over a period of time. So we do think some of the names, again, Monday.com is a great example. Intuit, we like a lot. That was down, 5% plus today on the fear of SMB weakness. We just don't see that. So we think there's some tremendous buys like Intuit and Monday in the application category that are great businesses and that are not going to get run over from AI.
Are there some, though, Brent, that you think about and think they are vulnerable? Then in a couple of years, AI will eat some of their business.
Well, I think every company has an opportunity to layer in AI, and if they don't layer it in, they're going to be hurt. But I think that right now, many of the infrastructure companies are all benefiting. Everyone thought Oracle was left on the sidelines, and look at their business. They're growing one of the fastest growers. So I would say the one that I think investors have worried about has been IBM. They have a great services business around AI, but where's the software business? And that, again, I think is yet to be seen. So I think the jury is out. Can IBM make that pivot from a services AI company to a software-led story? I think you're seeing what happened with Palantir versus C3 AI. I think it's pretty clear what's going on there. And in that race, Palantir is winning, and they're in a great spot. C3 is losing from just, you can see it in the numbers. And I think, the jury, I think right now, the biggest concern has been on Adobe. When we all can use ChatGPT to create images, Adobe's been a big concern for investors on AI.